Okay, today we're going to try to install the MokeMate drill one hole version. So we'll need the MokeMate a drill, which is going to be 3/8 drill, and maybe a smaller drill bit to start as a pilot hole, tape measure, and something to mark it. So we're going to assume that you have the cover off and know how to get the cover off. So what we're going to do is go through the measurements here. We're going to set this down on a wooden block. You want to flip it over like this, get a wooden block. And the measurements that I am going to suggest, let me move the camera down, is basically 1 inch from the back and about 3 inches in. That'll keep us clear from most of the electronics. But as you're assembling it, you may find another dimension that works better for you. So we'll go ahead and measure in about 1 inch. My little soapstone. It's not exactly critical. 3 inches will put us right about here. So it looks like that hole is going to be right about here. So what I do is I have probably a 5/32 drill bit. I'm going to try to reach over the camera and start a pilot hole first. Let's see how we do. Don't do that at home. That was a slow speed. Get a better grip on that. Okay, we got a pilot hole. Change the drill bit to the 3/8. So I got a 3/8 drill bit, and I'm just going to follow that right on through. Okay, clean her off. Make sure there's no burrs in the hole. Looks fairly good. And then we're going to take the pigtail that comes with the drill one hole version of the MokeMate. It'll be in your kit in the bag. It should have one beveled washer, and I believe the way this Switchcraft 1/4 inch phone jack is set up is the bevel is supposed to be on the upside. It is kind of a dished affair. You have to be careful of these threads because they're really fine. You don't want to strip those or cross thread the nut. So bevel make the dish up, and we just simply put it through the hole like that. We'll move the camera up, and we thread the nut on. And like I said, be careful not to cross thread it. It's only a plastic thread. And from the inside, you could probably just hold the nut and turn the jack. Orientation isn't important, so don't over tighten it. If you want to, you can get a small crescent wrench maybe and just put a little bit of a snugness on it. Don't go crazy. And that's it. So there's what the inside of it looks like. And let's go ahead and do the assembly. The wiring is exactly the same as the inline connection version, so you can find that video on YouTube. It'll be a little awkward here because I have to reach in front of the camera. But basically the ground wire is going to be the same. It goes on the inside terminal right here, if you can see. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. We sneak it in with the other one. The sensor wire that's in there. Again, the most important part, reference my other video, is to make sure that's extremely snug and that the existing wire is also tight. Very, very important. Clip leads hook up the same, either or. For the top of R3, I make the hook go on the outside, a little bit easier to hook onto. For R2, hook goes toward the motor. See if I can get in there. And you can reference my other video. And that's it. So to test it, we're just going to lightly assemble it. I guess I can flip it over with the cover not screwed on. See what kind of trouble I get in. We take the power cord. And it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the power cord in without the cover. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. So now you take your MokeMate pedal and undo the little wrap that comes with it. Set it on the floor. Just like any other video, I sneak it up under the leg like this, and then over here, if you can see, I just loop it up over the motor and simply reach in there and plug the jack in. I'll see if I can get this machine around to where you can see it. The wire just loops over the top of the motor, plugs right in there like if it was a speaker or microphone. I'll scoot him around. And then we go ahead and power on the machine and hit the foot pedal to test it. And to undo it, you don't even have to power it off. It's real simple. Just reach underneath here, unplug it, right? Pull the cable off, lift the machine up, scoot the wire out, and you're back to regular factory operation, which on a newer MECs you have to push both buttons down and you let go. And of course on the newer ones, maybe you don't know, it has a jog mode where you hold the left button down while you power it on, hold it down for about 3 seconds, let go, and now you're in a jog mode, they call it. So just keep pushing the left button. You could bring the tool head down to adjust your machine. That's it. Any questions, go ahead and email me at MokeMate@comcast.net. Thanks.